What is up, Janksters? It's your boy Graham, also known as HamHocks42 on the internet, and today I want to do something a little bit different. I do want to focus on an individual card and really break down its impact and significance on a set, but not because of its mechanical ability and how it's going to interact with gameplay, although it is going to be relevant for gameplay. But what I really want to talk about today is the artwork and how it's designed from a flavor perspective, and that is Llanowar Wastes. I find this card absolutely fascinating. It's one of the pain lands, so it's a land that enters the battlefield untapped. You can tap it to add black or green to your mana pool, and it deals 1 damage to you in the process. This is a cycle of land that they started in Dominaria United. They're completing in the Brothers' War. Excellent. It's going to help fix mana bases. As somebody who loves Abzan and Sultai, I'm very glad to see this here. So Golgari decks rejoice. Llanowar Wastes is coming. However, the reason that this card, of all 10 of the pain lands and a lot of other cards in the set, frankly, the reason this one speaks to me more than anything is what the artwork represents. You see a lush, verdant forest on Llanowar, and in the foreground you even see a fairy that is clearly perfectly safe and healthy, and it's looking off into the distance, and what you see off on the horizon is a gigantic beam blasting into the sky and what appears to be a shockwave billowing out of it. What that event that is being represented in the background is Urza detonating the sylex. The Golgothian sylex is an artifact that Urza uses to bring an end to the Brothers' War. Now, in order to do that, Urza had to vaporize, effectively, a huge chunk of Dominaria, including Llanowar. And so what we're seeing here is the moment before Llanowar is just laid to waste. And I think that is fascinating, because I don't know that I've ever seen a moment this impactful and this powerful captured in this way on a Magic card before. I have no doubt there are other examples out there, and please leave them in the comments below if you can think of other moments like this on Magic the Gathering cards, because Magic artwork is great. If you are an artist, thank you. You know, if you're an artist producing cards on Magic, you are a phenomenal artist. Like, you just are. And thank you for doing what you're doing. But this particular one was done by Lucas Graciano. I hope I pronounced that correctly. And I gotta say, it's brilliantly done. It's brilliantly executed. It's a beautiful piece. Additionally, huge props to the art direction, because that's the thing. These artists working on Magic cards are all working in their own little bubbles, trying to create a cohesive narrative across a whole other group of, hundreds potentially of other people working in their own little bubbles, trying to form that same narrative. And the art direction is what ties it all together and makes it possible. So I have to say, phenomenal job by the art direction on this set for putting together the story of the Brothers' War. I mean, because to be honest, as far as Magic the Gathering story goes, this is one you have to get right. Like, you just have to. It is a seminal moment in the history of this entire game. The Brothers' War was originally printed on cards in Antiquities, originally referenced in Antiquities, which was a set that came out in the mid-90s, and, was one of the earliest sets in Magic's history. So, and actually the Golgothian sylex, the weapon that is used here, is actually represented in Antiquities. Now, granted, it's a little bit different than what we expect to see on a modern Magic card. It is an artifact for 4 with the ability to pay 1, and I believe you have to tap it. Yes, so 1 and tap. All cards from the Antiquities expansion, including Golgothian sylex, must be discarded from play. What that means is destroy, or they have to be, so actually the Oracle text is each non-token permanent with a name originally printed in the Antiquities expansion is sacrificed by its controller. This is the kind of effect Wizards would never print nowadays, but it has that feel of blow stuff up. It's going to blow things up in a big, big way. We also have Karn's Sylex, which is a card that's currently in Standard. This is, I believe, another take on the Golgothian Sylex. Karn's Sylex also has a mass destruction mode where you can pay 3, tap, exile it, destroy each non-land permanent with mana value X or less. Activate only as a sorcery. This is a weapon of mass destruction. It just is. And we see its effects showcased on Llanowar Wastes. And I just wanted to take a minute to appreciate that and just kind of soak it in, because I think it deserves a moment in the spotlight. So thank you so much for checking out this video. I appreciate it very, very much. If you like the kind of stuff we're doing around here, please like and subscribe, and I will catch you on the next one.